Hello, it's me. It's fucking hot. Oh, just a little catch up. After Trump went to Ohio and did that little speech, you might not have seen me for a while, he went on to Bedminster to release 4 executive orders, which I've mentioned. And these are executive orders that the Democrats, Pelosi and Schumer, those pair of fresh air thieves, have been trying to block. And these 4 executive orders are basically for the American people to, while all this COVID's going on, obviously, maybe going into the future, the Sahara Jasara, extend unemployment benefits, provide a payroll tax holiday, defer student loan payments, and extend the federal moratorium on evictions, right? So that's basically a temporary prohibition of an activity, is moratorium. So basically not allow people to get kicked out of their homes. Wonderful tick, wonderful tick, wonderful tick, wonderful tick. The fucking Democrats have been trying to block that. Now, so Trump's had to use his executive orders, his powers, whatever he's used, because in the state of emergency, he's got a lot of powers, Trump. And he knows this, he's not stupid. So he made these orders. Now the Democrats are trying to sue him. They're going to try and sue him for that. Absolute fucking shit cunts. I mean, what else can you say about them, really? Well, you can't. But if you've been watching intensely, you'd know all that. Fucking Schumer's just a lizard, and fucking Pelosi is just a drunken old fucking bitch, I'll tell you. And they all come from under the same stone. Anyway, so that basically happened, right? We'll see what goes on with the Democrats and blah, blah, blah in the future anyway. So, after they did that, Trump, you know, he signed the 4 fucking things. It was brilliant, actually. When he was signing the 4th one, the photographer, click, 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 and he's just signing. Trump went to him, what are you taking pictures of over there? He said, I'm just sitting it signing. You've taken 100 pictures, 200 pictures, something like that. And he's just showing people the ridiculousness of all this fucking bollocks. Anyway, so he went to questions, right? The first question, right, you would have thought from a reporter would have been something to do with this. It's exactly like Kayleigh McEnany had a go at these fucking pieces of shit mainstream news anchors in the White House presser one day because 6 children had got shot and killed in the riots in various places, right? And not one of those reporters asked about these children. They just wanted to try and trip Trump up about the COVID rules, the flag, the Confederate flag, all sorts of fucking shit, really. So, anyway, the first reporter said to Trump, it seems the numbers are going up with the pandemic and stuff like that. You seem to have a number of people in this room who are not social distancing. Fucking trying that one again. So basically, Trump was straight on him and said, actually, no. You've got that wrong. Because what's going on here is a political activity, right? And also, he said, it's a peaceful process. All the people there started cheering against the mainstream media. He said, yes, because the rules, your rules actually, he read it out again, yes, political activity or peaceful protest. He said, because these people here heard you were coming up, the fake stream news and the fake stream media and that, so they decided they were going to have a peaceful process. So most of them have got masks on anyway, he said, but this is what's going on in here. A peaceful process. Absolutely magical. They fucking loved it. The mainstream media are cunts. Please don't be one of those people that's still watching them. because you're just turning yourself into a cunt. Yes. Right, so let me just peaceful protest. Coming up here, yeah. No. Basically, Trump said as well, he said, if the press in this country weren't so fake, we'd be so much farther ahead as a country. Which is exactly right. The trouble is, the mainstream media, right, are covering up all this criminality and all this paedophilia. So, they are either being told to do what they to do it on purpose, or they're all fucking complicit and they're all paedophiles themselves. Right? This is deep, very, very deep. If you continue to look the other way, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. Right, anyway, a couple more things. All these explosions going around the planet, right, there's a couple of things that people have discovered now and all that. A lot of these look to be weapons dumps, right? You know what I mean? You don't get explosions like that from a fireworks factory. But the place in Beirut, and some other places, I think, there seems to be a lot of underground tunnels and bunkers where these explosions went off. So, what was going on under there? Were they secret government bases? Were they human trafficking facilities? They all seem to be near ports and the ocean. Now, you have to be mindful of that. That's a lot to do with Pier 90, where the Comfort docked as well, because the QE2 and Jimmy Savile and the Queen used to dock at Pier 90 in the old days, didn't they? And there's tunnels there leading straight into New York and all that. Horrible. Anyway, so a lot of people are finding things like that. A lot of people seeing there's one video being released now where there's a little petrol tanker and all that, and all these people are getting children out of it. So whether they're transporting them like that, there's another great video that I've seen on Twitter with a guy that works on a container ship, and he's basically saying to people, there's 10,000 containers on this ship. Is this how they're getting them about? You know, this is going constantly. $150 billion a year industry, human trafficking, right? And another interesting point about this Beirut facility is, as well, what's been reported in the mainstream is that after that explosion, there's 140 dead, 5,000 possible injuries, but UNICEF have said on their website that 80,000 children have been displaced because of it. Now, I'm a little bit of a mathematician myself, but those figures don't fucking add up, do they? What's going on there? This will develop into future Stu's News, no doubt. Right, a couple of more things. Isn't it funny that you can still get pornography and paedophile links on Twitter, and yet Facebook has banned the hashtag Save the Children? What's that about? Hashtag Save the Children. Not allowed to use that on Facebook at the moment, apparently. That was yesterday or the day before. My head's a bit numb at the moment, obviously. But that's crazy, isn't it? There's a lot going on. Please pay attention. Just a couple of more things. Dylan Wheeler, I don't know if you know who he is, educating liberals on Twitter, Instagram and stuff. Well, he is 100% Trump and all that Q and everything. He's done a complete 180-degree flip these last few days. He is talking about Q's not real, Trump's fucking this now and everything, and it's really, really strange because a lot of people are attacking him, some people are defending him. He's sent a message to Q now to say, Q, please let me know that God is real. Very interesting story. Like I said the other day, there's sleepers, shills and larps everywhere. Be mindful of who you pay your attention to. I'm not one of them. You can listen to me all day long if you like. Right, a couple of other things. There's a lot of uproar at the moment because Hasbro have just released a new doll, right? And it's, you know, like normal dolls, you know, it's like I'm Buzz Lightyear. And what's up, Doc? Me? What's up, Doc? This Hasbro doll has got a little button right in front of its bumhole and noopsie, whatever you want to call it. And when you press that, it makes like little noises. That is not fucking right, is it? Now, I've spoke before about the mainstream and the big boys trying to normalise paedophilia. And people have said to me, that won't happen. No, I don't believe it. That can't happen. That won't happen. Well, it is fucking happening. You need to fucking open your eyes about it. Two more things. Right. You've all seen Ricky Gervais roast all them fucking pedos at the Golden Globes opening 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes, his speech was, 7 minutes, 45 seconds, something like that. If you haven't seen it, where have you been? Please fucking watch it. But what if Ricky Gervais, right, and I've got some information, if you want it, if you've got this far in the video and you want me to send it to you, what if Ricky Gervais is working for Trump? All part of the Trump Q plan, and he was delivering those fuckers their death sentence in that speech. I've watched some people take it apart, and it's very good. Also, with all these videos Ricky's done at home over the lockdown and all that, and all long hair and all that sort of stuff, people are saying he's taking the piss out of all these other fuckers, right, on adrenochrome withdrawal. I'm trying to send each other messages to find out where Tom Hanks is, because Tom Hanks is apparently the big boy, the adrenochrome dealer for the whole of the West Coast. This is why they've taken him out. This is why no one knows where the fuck he is, and he's not in Greece with his new passport going out for dinner, right, in his Adidas Jerusalems. No. Right. Okay, one more thing, right. I believe in Q, right? I've looked into it a lot. It might be a load of bollocks, right? I'm only reporting what I see, and I've looked at it and looked at it and looked at it, and with the Q priest and everything that comes out, right? So if you don't know what Q is, fucking take a look at it. If you know what Q is and you're behind it, fair enough. If you're unsure about Q, that's fair enough. But you people out there that are fucking saying to people Q is a far right-wing conspiracy theory and all this, and trying to put people off it, there's a little message for you here, right? From me and a few others. If Q is fake, I wouldn't feel ashamed about having rooted against an elite paedovore cabal and rooting for children's safety. On the flip side, if you're wrong and Q is real, you'll have to deal with the fact that your ignorance empowered a global syndicate of child sacrifice.